So somebody in the comments of my last video said that you can use microfiber rags instead of paper towels. They work better to clean the seals. I haven't used them very much, but I used them a little bit, and you can. They definitely work. They work really well. But here's the reason why I don't use them. I would be happy to use them, but let's just take a quick walk around here and check some things out. Dirty, 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 dirty. Trash isn't out. Dirty, 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 dirty. Everything is dirty. Now, we have the laundry done every so often, and it's just not often enough. And as soon as we get some clean rags, they're gone. So I'll put one down, come back to it, it's gone. So that's why I don't. And yeah, so paper towels work really well because, as you can see, my paper towels are over here. They're all nice, they're all clean, haven't been touched, and they like to not go missing. So that's why I use them. We did use microfiber rags, switched to paper towels just because of the environment. So microfibers, go for it. Nothing wrong with that. And also, I just got one of these. This is an iRig mic. So the audio right now that you are hearing me on shouldn't be the greatest. Like, it should be decent enough, but there's usually a little bit of haze and other noise in the shop going on anyways. Like the door opened while I was recording this. Things beyond my control. So I got this little mic, and right now we will see if things are any better. I don't know. Now you should only hear my crappy voice instead of everything else that goes on in the shop. You'll hear a little bit of noise, like there's a car being pulled in right now, but it shouldn't be as overwhelming as what it was. And I also have some other little accessories that make this video quality a bit better too, so that's a thing. And I'll hopefully have a tip for you guys. It's just real slow right now, so that's why I'm just kind of, oh, door's shutting right now. So that's just kind of why I'm filming this. Answer a question that way, and I'm bored. So we'll get busy soon. Too busy, and then I'll get angry. Alright, so I have this Grand Prix, and it's got these type of seals. You eventually will start to identify them, but as far as pulling seals, usually it's the top ones that I'll pull out. So if we open up the door here, all I want to do is grab on the rubber and then tug down. That'll kind of come up, drop down. Now, this isn't the case on every seal, obviously, but on these ones, and like G6s, Malibus, Impalas, they all come out. 1 year Malibu, and some old ones don't, but anyway, that's besides the point. If they look like that, you know, kind of this rubber edge right here, that's how they'll pull out, and then it'll just come right out. All you have to do is tug up a little bit, and they'll pop right out. Same thing with these fronts. They just come right out. Now I'll also show you how to reinstall them. You can reinstall them right after you tint them. There's no need to wait any longer. Just got to be a little bit careful, but yeah, when it gets to that, once I tint them, I'll show you. Alright, so as you can see, the window is all nicely tinted. I still have the seal right here, and we're going to try and put it in one-handed so I can hold the camera at the same time. So, forgive me if it's not fantastic. I had to already start this one, I apologize, but I need my tripod, and I'm getting that stabilizer 2 days later this afternoon, so I can actually do stuff like this on my camera and show you guys at the same time by mounting it on a tripod. But the rest of the seal is out. This part I already tucked in. What I did is I sprayed the rubber with just soapy solution so it would slide in. Sometimes they're a little bit tricky, but you have to wedge them down, and then you literally just take it and start rolling it up on the metal frame. Make sure it's tucked in, and then go to the other side before the whole thing is done, and then just kind of put it down, tuck it in, And then, this is really hard to do with one hand. Okay, so again, I'm gonna just roll this up right on the frame. Start over here and just kind of go the whole way across. Make sure that's in, and everything should just lay right back down. And go and check it. Look at that. See? Everything still looks good. That's a win. Not really. I don't consider that a win. It was too difficult with the camera, but that's how you do it. So here's an interesting question. Can you double tint your windows on roll down windows? Now, what that means is putting film on the glass like normal and then eventually tinting another layer over that. Theoretically, yeah, you can, and you shouldn't have a problem, but I wouldn't cover it under a shop warranty. You really have to kind of do it, and whatever happens to it is out of your control, because if there's a problem that ever occurs with one of those tints, then you gotta double tint it again, and that's just not fun. So I can show you with this. I rarely ever see this. But you can see it's kind of a far away top edge. This is double tinted, pretty dark stuff. This is where you can really tell that it's been double tinted because they didn't do a very good job. You have the regular glass, then you have the actual film, and then you have the other layer of tint that is placed right over it. So, you can see it definitely because it's terrible right here, but this is why I wouldn't double tint it. Because the film, this is actually glue left behind. This film pulled away from this film, and it just didn't last. And it's over the same way on the other doors as well, kind of in the same pattern. So, I mean, it is quite possible that this is just bad film, because it's kind of purpley. So it's definitely not the greatest film ever. But if it's been on here a long time, it might have lasted 2 or 3 years, who really knows. But this can eventually happen, and if that ever happens, you're kind of stuck with it, because as a shop, you now have to take responsibility for both films on the window, and tint it once, then tint it again, and if you want to do that, go ahead, but I wouldn't do that. So that's my opinion on it. It's perfectly safe for the back window and quarter windows that don't roll down. Of course, you can tint over factory windows just fine, because factory tint is actually manufactured into the glass. It's just a treatment on the windows. But yeah, that's pretty much that. That's all I gotta say.